This is the most disliked place on Earth? A desert that is almost empty of human life? But still, a great example of engineering is being made here, which is no less than a miracle in itself. In the middle of the Atacama Desert in Chile, at the top of a mountain 10,000 feet above sea level, the construction of the world's largest telescope is underway. When this telescope, which is 40% higher than the Leaning Tower of Pisa, is completed, it will be able to see the distant planets of our universe at a distance of 5,200 times more than our eyes, and these images will be 15 times sharper than the Hubble Space Telescope. But building the world's largest telescope in the driest part of the Earth is no less than a miracle. After the Atacama Desert and Antarctica, it is the driest area in the world, where there are some parts where there has never been a drop of rain in history. How can this telescope go back in time and see the first galaxies, stars, and planets of the universe? How can this telescope go back in time and see the first galaxies, stars, and planets of the universe? How can this telescope help scientists to find other planets like Earth? And above all, what difficulties did the scientists and the construction team face during the construction of a football field-sized dome at the heights of the Atacama Desert? Welcome back to Only History Channel. Viewers, this is the Atacama Desert of Chile. After Antarctica, it is considered the driest place in the world. There are such unique colors of nature here that we may be seeing for the first time. There are a lot of bats here. In addition to this, the Death Valley, the desert spread over thousands of square kilometers filled with salt and the fog that is unique in the whole world. But one thing that is most important for life is not found here: water. The landscape of the Atacama Desert is such that it does not rain here. There are even some areas that have not seen a drop of water in history. Due to all these features, the Atacama Desert presents a scene of an alien planet. And maybe that's why the European Space Agency Mars rover here, 1,300 kilometers from the capital city of Chile, Santiago, and 130 kilometers from the nearest city, this extraordinary project is under construction on this mountain, 10,000 feet above sea level, which will give humanity a chance to see the world of space. The European Southern Observatory, also known as ESO, is building a very large telescope on this spot. It is called the Extremely Large Telescope, or in short, ELT. Although its construction is not complete yet, it will not be difficult to guess why it was given this name. A very large mirror will be installed in this telescope, whose diameter will not only be 39 meters, but will also be 4 times larger than the largest telescope ever. Surprisingly, this mirror can collect 10 trillion times more light than a human eye. But the condition is that not a single drop of soil falls on it. To avoid this, the telescope will be covered with a very large steel dome, which weighs about 2,400 pickup trucks, almost 6,000 tons. 2 very large doors will be installed on this dome, which will remain closed during the day. This dome is so high that a Statue of Liberty can also stand inside it. And if we talk about expansion, a football field can also be built inside it. A high-tech platform has been installed below it, which makes the entire telescope rotate 360 degrees, so that it is easy to see any part of the sky at night. It is a matter of thought that in this desolate area of the world where there is no population near or far, how did the construction team start this complicated project, especially where there were no roads, no electricity, and no water? And on top of that, the construction was at the top of the mountain. For this project, ESO first examined many places in Europe, but in the end, they had to choose this location in South America. ESO is a government organization in Europe which has members from 16 countries. ESO's project head says that there are many reasons behind selecting this place for ELT. First of all, they wanted a place for the telescope where there is no city far away. The reason is light pollution. You must have seen that even at night, there is often light above the cities, and if there are clouds above, they are also visible. This light is much more than the light of a star thousands of light years away, which can spoil the image generated by the telescope. But many such locations are also present in Europe on the mountains. So why was this location in South America chosen?